Hi, so in today's tutorial, I'll be showing you for loops. And the application that we'll be making is an application that takes in a certain number of tests and gives you the average back. So let's get started. So first things first, we go into our class here. We do public static void main, and then string args, and then we get our square brackets. And the reason I do this every tutorial is so you just know this by memory, or start to just know it by memory, because you'll be losing it a lot, as I've said. But first, and another thing we have to do is we have to get our imports. So we have to import these things, otherwise we won't have access to the scanner variable. And now let's start declaring our variables. So first we'll make an integer to store the number of tests, and then we'll make another variable to store total value of all the tests, and then we'll make a another variable s, and this will hold each individual test mark and add it to a. Okay, so next thing we have to do is we have to make our scanner variable, or actually before we do that, let's do our prompt, so our terminal shows up. So to do that, we go system dot out dot print, and we go like this, and colon, and then we do some quotation marks, and then we go number of tests, and then now let's declare our scanner variable. So shift scanner, make sure scanner is capitalized. Equals new scanner, and then we'll do and we'll do that. So now we have a scanner variable called input. Now you can call this anything you want. Okay, so next thing we'll do is we'll get the input for t. So we'll go t equals input dot next int. So what this is, since input is a object, we use that to reference the methods in scanner. And what methods are, they perform some kind of a function, so like we're doing here. So public static void main performs some functions, and we're just calling we're running those functions from that class by doing this, and it returns an integer value, so that's why you can set t equal to this value. And I'll do a tutorial on objects and methods and stuff like that later, but that's what's going on there. So we're getting, it converts the keyboard input into an integer that we can set to t. So let's get our for loop set up now. So to do this, we go type the word for, and then we do some brackets, and now we pass in some parameters. So a for loop has, I guess you could say parameters, but first thing you have to do is you have to declare an integer inside of it. So commonly, you can call it anything you want, but the most common name for this is I, and then you have to set I equal to something, so you can set I equal to 0, and then you next thing you have to do is you have to give it an argument. Now you want I to control the loop. So let's do this. So do while I is less than t, so the less than sign is that, and then we'll go t, and we'll put that there, and then we have one more thing, so how much we want to increment by. So we'll go I, and then we'll do I plus plus, and this will add 1 to it every time this loop runs, and then we'll close it with these brackets, and we'll go down here, and now we'll initialize s. So we'll go s equals input dot dot next int, make sure I is capitalized, and then we'll go do some brackets, and that's it. Oh, actually, let's make another prompt here. So we'll do I don't gotta capitalize that. So system dot out dot print like that, and we'll go enter mark. Okay, and we'll go a. We're gonna now set the value. We're gonna initialize a. We're gonna set a equal to a plus itself plus s. And what that's doing, it's getting the previous value of a and adding the mark that we just got in from the user. So I'm just gonna compile this now and check. Okay, so we might have to set this up here to 0. Okay, so compile no syntax errors. Now the reason it was doing that is because it's in a conditional statement, so this might never run, and it may never be initialized here. So you can't have a variable that's not initialized. It won't work. Java will not run. So it has to have a value. So I have to initialize it outside of this for loop. Otherwise, it won't work. So next, we'll have it print out the test average. So we'll go like this. We'll just copy this, I guess. Control C, Control V, and we'll do Shift. Is, and make sure you and actually let's use a tab. So we'll do \t and plus a, and I did a tutorial on concatenation and the safe sequences, and we'll do a divided by t, like that, and we'll go compile it. And note, since these are integers, they will cut away any decimal information. So, and we will now run our program. So 5, enter mark, 100, and we'll do some like 75, 60, and 30, and it gives us our test average. So that's the program, and that's it for this tutorial. But let's format these a bit better. So let's do like this. I'll add a space, and that will make it look a lot better. We'll do it again for up here. Space, and we'll go down here, and we'll compile, and we'll run it again. So we'll do like Q, 100, and we'll do 50, and it gives us our average. So that's it for this tutorial. Please remember to subscribe and like if you want to see more of these videos, and that's all.